Hey, what is up guys, it's Infinity Games TCG, bringing you guys a brand new Cardfight Vanguard V Premium deck profile. As you can see, we got a Royal Paladin unit in front of us, that's Exculpate the Blaster. This is an update to my Royal Paladin deck. Been wanting to do this for a while. I just was finally waiting for all the stuff to finally get here. Took quite a bit, but I think you guys are generally going to be surprised by this deck. If you haven't already read the title, then there's no surprise, I guess. But yeah, so let's get right on into it. So move this to the side, and we'll start off with our starter, which is Good Boy Glime. I really love Glime just because he has a full art, and he's just so cute. I've always loved him. Same skill, one road upon you draw a card, and then if your opponent has a grade ahead of you, you get a quick shield. So yeah. Right, on to the main deck. Start off, we're running 2 copies of Exculpate the Blaster. I still love Exculpate, to be honest. He's kind of my finisher of this deck. I like to go into him just because of his board wipe, to be honest. He clears Excel fields so fast, which is just really awesome. And of course, his skill is one place you counterblast 1. Remove everything but 1 card from the soul, Blasto Blade. And then, for this turn, it attacks all of your opponent's units. And then after that battle, you take 2 cards from your hand, put them into the soul, retire this unit, and superior red a Blasto Blade from your soul as stand. I love Exculpate. I definitely could play 1, but I like having 2 just for that extra insurance. Even though this deck lets us recycle units, which we'll get into. But yeah, just to Exculpate the Blaster. And on to our grade 3s. Our first grade 3 is your boy Solitary Knight Gancelot. Yep, oh my gosh. Okay, so this is a Gancelot deck. I know. Bet you didn't think you'd see him again, but here he is in all of his glory. Back and better than ever. Oh, I love this card so much. Oh, Gancelot is just, he's so great. I know he's pretty outclassed now, but I just love him. He's a great card. So his ability is all your Blasto Blades on Vanguard and Rearguard gain 10,000 power, so that's at all times, including your opponent's turn. And then if your opponent is at grade 3, your Blasto Blade becomes a Vanguard. So it gets its Vanguard skills and everything, and that's all there is to it. He's just that cool of a card. He's great. He's our Pegasus riding knight. Not a whole lot to say on him, but he is the boss of this deck. He is our leader. He's going to lead us to victory on his Pegasus. Alright, so that's all there's for Gancelot. On to the next card. We're running 3 copies of Pure Heart Jewel Knight Ashley. Yep, so we finally got the Jewel Knights from Client Selection 2. And honestly, they are so great. They are amazing toolbox cards. I know a lot of people are like, yeah, Arcsaver and Jewel Knights, or MLB and Jewel Knights. No, I'm like Gancelot and Jewel Knights. I'm the odd one out. But Ashley is just insane. She makes for a great Vanguard, but she also makes for an insane Rearguard. So her ability is Vanguard or Rearguard. After the battle that she attacks, you can Soul Blast 2, and you can Superior Call a Jewel Knight from your deck, grade 2 or lower, to Rearguard. And the thing is, you can Superior Call that Jewel Knight over her, which will activate her second ability. When a unit is placed over her, you can counterblast 1, and then that unit gains critical +1. So pretty awesome. She basically just like, hey, have a unit for 2 soul blasts, and then here it gets crit +2 if you call it over her. It's really good for multi-attack, which is why I like her in Gancelot, because it gives me that 4th attack that can put pressure, because I already have 2 Vanguards. So I have ways of putting pressure, but it just gives me that little extra pressure that I can put on my opponent. Swing with her, use her skill, call a unit over her, and then I'll have another unit with 2 crit, and if I'm playing Force 2, that's 3 crit, and Blasto Blade himself will already have 2 crit because of his ability, because I'll probably have a full formation. And it makes it insane. She is such a great card. I love her so much. Her artwork is great. I'm happy to have Jewel Knights back. I wish we got Liberators back. We kind of did, but at least we got Jewel Knights. So I'm very happy with it. That is the last grade 3 of the deck that I'm running. So just 3 copies of her. Alright, on to the grade 2s. We're running 4 copies of our Avatar Blaster Burrito, Blasto Blade. Not much to say on him. He's our avatar. We kind of have to rely on him because Gancelot. He still can retire things, which is really nice. That actually comes in handy quite a bit. And we don't really want to ride him, but if we do, of course, he has this skill where if you have four more rear guards, he gains an extra critical. Which that comes in handy when when we're on our Gancelot play, because if we have a full board, he'll swing for 2 crit. And if we're playing Force 2, that's 3 crits, so it's a really great skill. Blasto Blade is amazing, I love him. Onto our next grade 2, we're running 4 copies of Explode Jewel Knight Loli, I can't remember how to pronounce it. This is another great card. So when it attacks, you put 2 units from your drop zone at the bottom of your deck in any order, and then you soul charge 1, and this unit gains 5,000 power. So that's really nice. It helps you recycle. It can help you recycle your Blasto Blade, your Exculpate, anything, any key piece that you need. It can't recycle triggers, but it gets you like all your normal units, which is just really nice. And then her other ability is when a unit is placed over her, that unit gains 10,000 power. So it has a Break Ride skill, which is just, they all have Break Ride skills. I love these cards so much. I think they're great. So yeah, if you call Blasto Blade or call Blasto Blade over, gains an extra 10k, then the 10k from Gancelot. If you're playing Force 1, that's another 10k. These cards are just honestly really great, and her recycle ability just is amazing, honestly, because it lets you do 2 units. Alright, next grade 2 I'm running is 2 copies of Star Call Trumpeter. You guys might be wondering why I'm running this. You might be like, why aren't you running like Gordon or something? Trumpeter lets us recycle the Blasto Blade from our drop zone straight to our hand. Just when she's placed, you counterblast 1, soul blast 1, and you take the Blasto Blade from the drop zone and put it in your hand. Not only that, if you have a Blaster Vanguard, she gains boost. On your turn, Gancelot makes your Blasto Blade a Vanguard, so you have a Blaster Vanguard, so she will be able to boost Blasto Blade, which I find really nice. I'd rather have a way of reliably getting Blasto Blade from the drop zone to my hand and still being able to boost than just getting Gordon's extra 5k. I think Trumpeter is really great. I'm glad that she came in the MLB set, and I'm glad that she's in this build that I'm doing right now. She does come in handy quite a bit. And then the last card, you guys might be wondering why I'm running this. I'm running 2 Conjuring of Mithril. So the reason why we run Conjuring of Mithril over Liverot is because Liverot can only call units to open rearguard circles. Conjuring of Mithril can call the unit anywhere. Yes, it does cost a counterblast and a soul blast, but we can use the unit that we call off Conjuring of Mithril, we can call it over our Jewel Knights. So that'll activate their skills. So that's why we run it, because Liverot can only call to open rearguard circles, whereas Conjuring of Mithril can call anywhere. So it's a better key piece, honestly. And then onto our grade 1s. We're running 4 copies of Charging Jewel Knight Mortavis, I think that's her name. So Act, you can counterblast 1, put a normal unit on the bottom of your deck. And then you soul charge 1, and she'll gain 5,000 power. 5k, that's pretty nice. She helps you recycle 2. It does cost a counterblast, but what we really like her for is for her Vanguard ability. The turn you ride a unit over this. I mean, she has this ability on Vanguard, but we like to ride her on Vanguard because when we ride over her, we get to draw a card. She basically has the same skill as a starter. So you go your starter play, you ride her over your starter, you draw a card, then your next turn you ride your grade 2 over her, you get to draw another card, so it helps with hand advantage, which is really nice. And it gives us a nice ride target for the deck, so it's just really good. She has the recycle ability, and she's just, anytime we call a unit over her, we get to draw a card, so that can really help. So it's just amazing card. These Jewel Knights are so amazing. I love their artwork. I can't say anything bad about them. I think they're just all so great. And then the next grade 1 I'm running is 4 copies of Laurel Knight Sycilis, just for some grade 3 searching. We want to be able to get our Gancelot to our hand. We want to be able to get our Ashley to our hand. He also has this ability where if we have no face-up damage, he gains 5k, so that's pretty nice. Just overall, a very good card. And next, running 3 copies of Knight of Truth, not Knight of Truth, Knight of Harp Tristan. Tristan's great. He's definitely a late game card because your opponent has to be at grade 3, but he helps search the deck for Blasto Blade, so that helps deck thinning, which is just really nice. I would not run 4. I even thought about just running 2, but 3 is comfortable for me, so just helps deck thin. Gets us our avatar. And then the last grade one I'm running is 1 copy of Plug-in Chanter just for some countercharge. It helps build Soul 2, which we kind of have to use Soul a bit for this deck. But very nice card. Alright, that's all of our normal units onto our triggers. So we're running 4 of our draw PGs from clan selection. We got the triple R ones. Then we're running our 4 Flogel. Our 2 Epona, because we always need some luck. Our 2 Lu, just to have a variety in triggers. And because Gancelot rides a Pegasus, we run 4 Healing Pegasus. Hey, if there's a Pegasus card, I'm gonna use it. So that is the deck, everyone. I love it. It's so much fun. The Jewel Knights, they're insane. They make Vanguard so much fun. Like I said, people are all like, oh yeah, Arcsaver and Jewel Knights, MLB and Jewel Knights. No, I'm about Gancelot and Jewel Knights. That's where I'm at. So thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for future videos, and I will see you guys in the next one. I plan on uploading a little more consistently. I want to try to upload like once a week. Let's see if we can get there, and yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. See you guys in Overdress. Bye-bye.